for that AD Prio I was talking about before. The Victor is going to give you more consistent damage. You still have that strong engage tool. You have multiple engage tools from the cask to the charge to, you know, Lilia's sleep. So Gen.G, this composition, they have the ability to snowball things very early. But if they don't, I mean, they're going to have to rely on their scaling rather than engage, because Emperor's Divide is going to be tough to pull off against this composition. But you have a Jinx that scales. You have the Azir damage that's going to scale, even with the W nerf. So early game here, really quieter than it necessarily had to be, but this is a really stressful series. Just to remind everyone of the stakes here. For Damwon, it's about their insane win streak. Yeah. For Gen.G, it's about getting second place. Here we go. Here's some action. All I had to do was say there wasn't any.
And for Rascal, it's about staying alive, and he's not going to. Yep, he has Flash available, but he's not going to use it because he's well and truly dead. And First Blood goes over to Canyon. And last time, it took him about 25 minutes to get a kill. This time, it's only taken him 5.
Yep. This is going to be a really great start.
Taxes the lane as well. Damn. That's aggressive. As Khan is going to say no to Rascal there. He can teleport back to his lane as well. And actually, that's pretty relevant, as all of those minions also did a bit of damage there to Rascal as he comes in.
That's what you do. You get a little bit of extra minion damage done, you get the free back in the world. They actually don't know the Drake isn't being taken, so this could actually work out really well for Gen.G.
Well, we'll see whether Life can actually make something happen here. As you can see, Showmaker just trying to bully BDD away from this area. Looks like Herald should be taken here. I think is actually very important for Damwon, because last time when they got Herald and they managed to accelerate Jinx even further with it, that was where things got really scary. So this time, Damwon Ki are going to be able to take the eye without too much of a response, but Beryl, unfortunately, just going to throw his life away here. Doesn't find the body slam, and this is game 1, Beryl back again.
Yeah, and this should be a potential Drake as well for Gen.G, because they get this pick. They could rotate over and get it. Ruler has lane priority, he's going to get another plate here. Yeah. I mean, Damwon Kia had 4 control wards on that Rift Herald. Like, they absolutely wanted it. They had a feeling, you know, based on the lack of vision, that there was, okay, hold that thought.
Oh dear, Gravity Field does some work, but the hook is going to connect as well, and Showmaker not going to be able to trade back anything on this one as Canyon comes on over, looking to try and put the Udyr asleep as BDD comes in, doesn't pull the trigger, as the bowling ball connects, but only lands onto Life. As Beryl turns up in the mid lane to try and help out, but he's not going to be able to.
And this is so good for BDD. I mean, he didn't get either of the kills that he has now, but he has 2 assists of extra gold. There's going to be in firm control over this lane. And that's what happens. You just always, if you have set up for that timing with Emperor's Divide, you can always threaten the control mages as train arrives at the station, because you have, because BDD was off to the side there, zoned out.
Well, Beryl does know, I believe, that Shirley is being taken. Voidseeker going to pop the Guardian there onto Life as a teleport in. This is Gen.G desperately wanting to lock this one down. Should be able to do so. Flame Chompers coming on in. They ignore the Gravity Field as that's a great hook to come out from Live. As it's Showmaker that's being shot closed in on. No Chomp actually. Oh no, Rascal did in fact use it. As he's going to have to flash out now as BDD. Emperor's Divide flashed from everyone as Beryl trying to get back forward. Ghost not wanting any part of this though, as now Beryl, they're chasing him down. Life in a bit of trouble, and he's baiting beautifully with his stopwatch. Ghost will survive the rupture into a hook combo. Looked like it could have been beautiful, but it does get a flash. Still worth, you'd probably say, is Gen.G. Damn,
that was really nice.
That was real clean.
That was super clean, and the first hook into rupture combo is what starts it all off. And then from that point on, Damwon Ki are in a position where you have to make the hard choice. Do you just walk away from this and give it up straight up, or do you continue to fight in? They decided to stay, and then BDD had a really nice shuffle into his Emperor's Divide. And from that point on, they do try to retreat, but it's too late, and it's against an Udyr, and that's when Udyr is going to get the most amount of value. The rest of his team is losing lane, and there's no priority, and there's not really a great way for him to make powerful plays, especially, you know, when it's a Cho'Gath top. Like, he got that one pick. He tried for a second, you know, as we saw, but, like, you're unable to really do much in this game as a Lilia when you're trying to gank these lanes. You're actually so squishy and under threat yourself in some of these fights, too, if you try to commit into them. So she decided to go for the farm, which didn't lead to enough of an advantage. And with the vision control they have right now with this Udyr, they are just going to start Baron. Well,
yeah, they were looking for it, but the sweeper spots the sneaky ward, and that does give Damwon Ki the information. Canyon in the area as Beryl, yeah, that body slam on cooldown, so of course Rascal going to go for the rupture. Not going to quite find it here as the bowling ball also going to go slightly wide. Ghost clearing out the minions as best he can, and Khan.
Might want to try to teleport flank here.
Yeah, he was looking for a train ride. But that ward there in the brush actually going to be very valuable for Gen.G to reposition. So almost glad for Damwon Kia's sake that he didn't actually go for it. As here he goes this time around. The Lantern now on cooldown as he's drifting on forward. Rascal just stands in front of him. Decent knock up there, but the hook is going to come down. Khan gets a huge shield from his Gargoyle Stone Plate, but it's just not enough. The amount of shred that they have for this Scion is absolutely massive.
Busted. Oh my god. Atlas. This was desperation upon desperation.
Well, Beryl's going to go in, tries to throw down the cast, but the Emperor's Divide hits too. It's beautifully done. It's a double kill. No stealing for the Jinx this time around, as Ruler is going to get the value he was looking for. And Gen.G, they have made almost their version of what Damwon Kia did to them in Game 2, and they're looking to push up this mid lane.
They are definitely going to get an inhibitor. I don't know if they're going to be able to get more at this point. Khan spawning in 15, but they'll be able to get an inhibitor here, or instead of pushing the issue here, they might just be able to finish that Baron. They have so much vision control still, they can clear this on their way back. But what was so beautifully played on both sides here for Gen.G, they blocked the, the Scion ult coming through with Rascal. He just steps in front of it, and then they also just send Clid to block the sleep potentially so they can continue to push forward. So both engage tools are eliminated instantly, and gonna see Canyon try to maybe steal this away, but he doesn't even have his sleep available.
He does have the flash, so he's gonna flash on in, but Feast is one hell of an ability. So it's never going to work out as yet. Canyon is making it into his Zhonya's, but it's not going to be enough here as Khan also once again going to be taken down. A double kill for Ruler is beautifully done. He's going to take a Rift Scuttler, a Zombie Scion, and he's the happiest Jinx ever. Damn. I need to reiterate, like, he got it again, Wolf. He got it again. It was delivered to him on a silver platter, and look here in the replay what he can do with it.
Rascal just blocks this, and then Clid is like, no, you can't get a sleep off. He just can totally zone Canyon out here. Look at Canyon try to hit a Q, look at him try to hit a sleep. He cannot do it because he's zoned out. And then unfortunately, as soon as Khan is eliminated in this fight, I mean, you just can't, you have no front line anymore. Emperor's Divide is the easiest button he's ever pressed.
Yeah.
And, they just traded back one kill, but that's all you're going to hope for. And Khan is just hoping to try to set something up here for Canyon, but the Feast is amazing. It's a second smite here. And Canyon just goes down to 0 health so quickly. Lantern is taken, like, oh boy. Well, I feel like now you just push mid and look for that inhibitor with a Baron buff. The turret's already gone. There's just no realistic way for Damwon Kia to be able to clear this out.
And there's the Cloud Soul as well.
Yep.
Now Rascal can eat someone and then run really fast to find his next meal.
960, I think the number was there.
He's got a large amount of health. He's also a very, very big boy.
Yes.
Is this Cho'Gath? Let's see whether Damwon Kia can get themselves a miracle. I'm starting to not believe it.
I mean, look at this. Look at this mid push. Rascal, like, you cannot collapse onto him. And the range issue, look at the poke that this comp has, and Clid is just playing guard point here. You can't come in and collapse on anybody because he'll just stun and allow the retreat. BD has his ultimate up as well. The Cloud Soul is actually pretty good for this composition. And okay, you're going to defend mid, but how can you defend this one? You're going to lose both inhibitors either way, but you're just really trying to time this Baron buff out. Damwon Kia, no options here.
Yep, Life's positioning also just so good. Always there to get someone out to safety with the Lantern. Still holding onto it. Clid runs so fast. He's so tanky.
You're going to have to do something here, Damwon Kia. You can't just walk away or you will lose this game right now.
Yeah. Siege minions set up. Not a lot of answer here. As you can see, it's that range question mark that we had for games 1, game 2. The team with the most range won the game. And Damwon Kia needs to show us why it was ignored here in the draft in game number 3. That first Nexus turret is going to go down. The little boot comes out from Clid, who doesn't have a lot of mana, but the Kaiser is just destroyed. The knock-up onto Showmaker as well as the Gargoyle Stoneplate makes Rascal nigh unkillable. A double kill for the Jinx now as she's getting excited. A beautiful hook from Life here as well as Jinx grabs a triple. Could it be the Penta as the quadra kill? Already Canyon running for the hills and the Super Mega Death Rocket sails by.
Clid, he wants more here. He didn't get the Penta, but he's looking for the kill. Denied by the Nexus.